What's up, people? Rob Barrington back here for another weekly challenge with these robots. In fact, it's an Olympic year, and it's an Olympic summer, it's an Olympic month. I'm excited for the Olympics. It's the Robot Olympics. We played a challenge yesterday, Imp's Best Hand, which we shipped victory on, which was a surprise. One of the boards went our way. We didn't think it was going to go our way that well, and it was a shocking victory against the robot. So we're 1-0, fighting from ahead for once, and we are on a match points best hand tournament now. So slight differences in scoring, right? Imps, it's just about kind of being normal, and those tiny little over tricks and things aren't going to matter as much. Whereas here, precision matters, right? Staying in the right level, making the correct number of tricks, and or beating the contracts that you're defending. So let's jump in again. Best hand tournament. So we're gonna have the best hand at the table. We start out with a nice 13 count. There's our diamond bid. Partner bids are no trump. And remember, folks, this is the normal garden variety no trump, 12 to 14 balanced, no four card major. So in this case, we are sitting with full information, right? We do not have a major suit fit. We have a balanced hand also. Let's play some one no trump and hope we can do better than the robot, which is a tough sell because let me tell you something, the robots play super well, especially when they can figure out where all the cards are. Interesting hand. Let's start the process, folks. Count your winners first. So we're looking at this hand anytime we're playing no trump. We're looking at right away cards that if we play them will win tricks. So take a moment, get that number, and then we'll jump off from there. So you should come up with four people. We have three in the club suit, ace, queen, and king, and that ace of hearts. So four winners total. We need to develop three more. Where are those three tricks going to come from? That's always the process. Winners, extra tricks. Well, we might just get an extra trick in clubs just by playing the suit, right? If the jack falls, we're just going to take an extra trick. So that might happen. We don't have to worry about that right away. We can develop two extra tricks in diamonds, it looks like. We also may get an extra trick or more in hearts. If this were a real game, this would be a fourth best lead, and we would expect the king or queen or both to be in this hand over here. But it's a robot tournament, so we have no idea what they're doing, right? They don't make normal leads. But it looks like we have tricks everywhere because the spade suit is also at least one extra trick or two. And the spade suit is what we call a frozen suit. We looked at this yesterday, I think, either in the Wednesday morning tournament or in the challenge. I can't remember. It's all a blur to me. But this is a suit. If you look at it for our side, we don't want to lead this suit, right? We want the opponents to lead this suit first because then we have our way with it, right? If they lead from our left, we'll play low from dummy and we'll ride it over to our king. And a lot of times we'll get two tricks there, same from the other direction. But if we lead it, we are almost always just getting one trick and one trick only if they defend correctly. The only time they will give us two tricks is if we lead low and they hop up with an ace ridiculously, right? And that's just bad bridge, and people don't, the robots certainly don't play bad bridge against you like that, and normal human beings rarely do as well because we know the rules. All right, kids, let's go. Low heart here. I'm just taking a finesse, right? And 75% of the time when you're missing two honors, they're divided evenly between the two hands. If I saw this in a real bridge game, the three of hearts lead, the queen winning, I would say 100% of the time that king is in the East player's hand because they led fourth best and they have to have an honor. But again, we're in Robot Town here. We'll see what's happening. So the queen's shipping this trick. What's going to happen? Let's see them lead a spade. That would be beautiful. Ooh, this is awesome. Here's our free finesse in clubs. We are now getting all four club tricks as long as we execute it correctly. We just need to play the 9 or the 10 from our hand. When we do that, we're either going to see the jack or we're going to score the 9 right now, and that is nice. You can see what they're trying to do to us here. They're disrupting our communication between the hands. We don't really have many ways to reliably win tricks in this hand outside of clubs. So we may get to a point where at some point this trick is going to be shipped back to them because we have the king of clubs and we might have to overtake it with this ace here. But before we try to do something like that, I'm going to play a low heart and I'm going to see if I can create another entry. And okay, we didn't create another entry, but we won a trick. That's nice. Now the question is, what do we do? I don't know. I'm going to cash my king of clubs. I'm going to play low. I'm going to play the ace of hearts as if this is breaking evenly, we're doing well. If not, I can actually just exit a heart and I will pitch a spade at first. And now what am I doing? I'm making them lead. And now I'm always going to get an entry to my hand, and here it is. Now I get to plunk down this ace of clubs and queen of clubs. I'm going to pitch diamonds. Here's what I'm doing, folks. I'm simultaneously protecting my king of spades, which may already be unzipped anyway. If the ace of spades is here, I'm just in a dead man area. But I'm also protecting diamonds because I have the jack third over here. So I can safely pitch a diamond here and still be protecting diamonds in the hands. And I'm just going to exit a diamond because maybe the spade is right for us, or maybe they just lead spades from the other hand. Here, I'm just going to give it a shot. Loser, loser. What a was that finesse on? We could have played the eight of spades. I played too quickly there, folks. I hope that doesn't matter. Holy cow, it's a match point tournament, so that could have been the hand right there. Let me go back to that. Just busy talking and not paying attention. Yeah, at the end, take a look. The beginning was spade. Did they lead? There was jack of spades. So here, I shouldn't honestly. If I'm just paying attention and not talking at that point, I'll get this right. Because at this moment, when it goes queen of clubs, diamond, once they play the spade, I can just play low, right? And now it'll go ace, king of diamonds, and the spade just scores. That's too bad. Yuck, 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 yuck. So let's hope that didn't matter. A student of mine just sent me an email the other day about a hand just like this, except it was less. It was in a 19 count, or I'm sorry, it was an 18 count, and I suggested maybe sometimes with hands like this, with a suit that's this good, if you have 18, you're gonna open two no trump, right? Never with a major, obviously, but with a minor suit like this, obviously we're opening at least two no trump. I'm almost thinking, is that enough? I have nine tricks in my hand essentially, right? If diamonds are divided somewhat friendly for us, I have nine tricks, right? So I'm tempted to either open two no trump and undersell or open two clubs and rebid. I'm going to do that. It's a robot tournament. We only have four boards, and honestly, I think I might have lost the last board. I'm just going to kick it into three no and see what they do. So I've already oversold partners making a quantitative raise. I can now that I know I've oversold my hand, I can very safely pass. And unfortunately, it looks like that's 11. We don't have a clear 12, but man, it looks pretty likely we're going to get 12 on this one. All right, let's play some cards. Uh, at the end here, let's just count our winners, folks. We were in one no trump last time, we counted four. This time it's going to be a little more generous. So take a moment, count your winners. I'm already through the coffee, and now it's the water, coffee, water, and then the day is starting. All right, you have 11, right? Six diamonds, three hearts, and why do I know it's six diamonds? Well, we have nine total, which means the opponents have how many? Four. How many of the top honors do we have? All four. So we're taking all six diamonds. We're taking at least three hearts for nine and at least two spades for 11. In this situation, what do what do we think our extra tricks could be? Well, definitely a club, maybe, right? A heart, way more likely. Um, but we're looking for 12, right? Here, I think we're probably best to just run diamonds and hope we can just create a 12th. Um, you could win this ace of spades and just lead a club right now. But now you're risking just making 11 tricks, right? If the clubs are wrong, or if you just simply guess clubs wrong, you now have a big issue with this. So I'm going to try to get information first. I don't think it really matters. We'll have a hard entry to that side. So I'm just going to win it in the dummy. And then I'm just going to start playing diamonds. Or I guess that's my hand over there. They're on the north side. And here, again, doesn't matter the split. We're playing four. There's a heart pitch. We like that. We're just going to look for heart pitches. And here's what I'm going to do. I don't count every suit. The only suits I care about are hearts and wherever the ace and queen of clubs are. So I'm just going to count hearts. And I know now I started with seven and they pitched one. So there's eight. I start just counting up. There's no right way. Whatever works for you is the best way. And the other thing is I don't ever pitch a heart from dummy. That's my threat card over there. I'm going to keep that there. There's another heart. All right, so that is now 9. That's 10. I'm gonna pitch a spade now. It looks like we're really gonna get there. Here is 11, 12. So now if I had lower cards, I know they're good. Obviously the 10 is very obvious good, but now I just counted to 13. So if it was a 7 and a deuce over there, I would know the same. Ooh, it looks like ace queen was offside. Oh no, okay. Well, at least the queen was offside. So if we played low to the jack, we were gonna get it wrong. So here we scoop 690. We'll see. That's the best we could do on that hand for sure. Wow. 5-5, 14. Just a rule for all time, folks. When you're 5-5, guess what you do? You open the higher ranking suit always and forever. Or let me put it more specifically, you show the higher ranking suit always first, unless you can show both at the same time. So one no trump. If you're facing that opening bid and you have 5-5 in the majors, you transfer to spades first, right? You show and or bid the higher ranking suit first, and this is always the case. There it is, one spade. Three spades. This should be your garden variety 10 to 12. It's kind of the basic standard raise. This is what we call the limit raise, the invitational raise, but just remember a couple things. 9 trumps minimum. So this is a 4-card raise, and it is also about 10 to 12. Oh, man, I love my hand opposite this. Here's what I'm trying to do, and you've heard us kind of construct hands for partner that we could make a slam opposite of. And let's think about it. King of hearts, ace of clubs, and the king fourth of spades. Um, that is what, 10 points? And that's a hand we're probably making slam against very often. I don't expect partner to cooperate with too many slam tries, but here I would always bid 4 clubs in the real world, okay? But these robots, the way they play bridge, and we have to agree to play their system because we can't talk to them. We can't say, "Hey, this is dumb. Let's do something else, Mr. Robot." No, no, we're confined by their understanding of the game. So in this situation, when it goes one spade, 3 spades, I would always, in a realistic situation, show my first or second round control, meaning the card, or sorry, the trick that is led, I will either win the first round or the second. In clubs, I will win the second round if we're playing in spades, right? In diamonds, I will win the first round. Unfortunately, the robots only play first round control bids, which is a real leak in games. Uh, so we're bound to do this. And here, it's okay. We're just trying to show a real interest. And now, ooh, partners cooperating, so this is good. They play 0-3-1-4, so here we have 3 key cards, all 3 aces. Let's see what they want to do. Okay, they just signed off. And now, I mean, we've gone above and beyond the Call of Duty here. We should be happy and maybe a little scared about 5 spades. Okay, we bought pretty well. Partner, we we wouldn't have been upset to be in slam. Oh, sorry, we would be upset to be in slam, but it's like a 50-50 slam. It's on a spade finesse. They're hooking us up with a nice free diamond finesse, which we're going to scoop up right here. And that means we're actually going to be able to pitch away our club on the king of diamonds. How are we going to get to dummy, though? You know what? I'm not going to take a spade finesse, only because I now know I can pitch my club. And now here it goes. Unless there's one bad problem here that I didn't consider if they were roughing that, but it seemed unlikely. Now I get to rough a little. Ooh, that's nice. Hearts are 4-2. King and D, pitch the club. And now what we really hope is that the spade is offside. If the spade's outside, it's not going to feel too good because we could have taken a winning. We could have roughed the heart, taken a winning finesse, and done everything we just did. Um, but let's find out. Yes, it was offside. Beautiful. We did the best we could do. Except we didn't bid the slam, which I don't think the robots would do anyway. We probably went further than they did. I would guess the robots are in 4 spades on this end. All right, one more to go. Last chance to excel. Partner opens the club. Nice meaty 14 count with a 6-card diamond suit. Part of me wants to just bid 3 no trump and do something weird because we're playing against the robot. Part of me still thinking about part of me still thinking about it all, actually. Only because I know the robot's gonna bid a diamond and it's gonna go blah 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 3 no. I'm just gonna bid 3 no trump. And I'm gonna just pray that hearts aren't a complete unmitigated disaster. And they kind of are and they kind of aren't. I have a chance. God, I wish I was playing clubs now. Is six clubs? Yeah, six clubs is probably spectacular. Ah, I might have lost this hand already. Jeez. Shucks, golly gee. These are not the words in my head. All right, well, whatever. We're gonna duck this for sure. Uh, lead a spade, robot. One time. One time. Oh! Oh! Hello. Hello. I mean, I only wanted a spade. The queen of diamonds. I will take that as well. Thank you. Unfortunately, this still might be a loss if the opponent, if our opponents are in six clubs. We're just hating our life right now. I can claim it's over. All right, just what's the score? I don't want to see it. Tell me. Just type it into the chat. Did I win? I can't tell. All right. Yes. Oh, okay. It didn't matter. Thank you. They're only in five clubs. Look at that. The first board. I butchered the play on the first board just terribly. I deserve that zero. And the second one, 50, did well on the third one. Okay, let's take a look at the full results here. Hang on a second, folks. Let me get that screen up for you. Yeah, so the first one, I mean, I just played like a donkey, pretty much. If I just kind of noticed that they led the jack of spades, I don't know if I make nine tricks. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know if I make nine, but I mean, I definitely can play that hand much, much better. This was the hand where I kind of overbid a little bit. Same result for the robots. They were in the same contract, except one level lower, right? 3 no trump. And as I think I guessed, yeah, the robots only in four spades here. Let's see what did they make a try for slam at their? No, of course they didn't. But I pressed the wrong button here. Other tables. There we go. Yeah, one spade, three spades, four spades. So it it's important to do what I did at this moment when you're thinking about the prospects of slam. The big thing you're thinking about in this spot is what what are my prospects opposite what my partner showed me, right? So if partner has 10 to 12, right? And I would say 11 is a good target number to think about. Are there 11 point hands that partner could have that would give you a good slam possibility? And from my perspective, yes, there certainly were, right? I gave you those, and honestly, I didn't even give you this one, like ace of clubs, king of diamonds, singleton heart, right, and five spades, something like that. Not even that many points, and still a really good prospect. So, in spots like this where you're 5-5, you find a nine card fit in your other major, it's worth exploring at least. And we got a little cooperation at our table. Let me remind you of our auction. And then we just played it a trick better, I guess. Maybe not. They let a diamond against us, and we had a different auction. I bet you that's what happened here. Let's take a look at what they did. Oh no, they got the same diamond lead. I guess I was was I on the same table? What did they do? They played a diamond and they roughed a heart and tried to shake a club. Oh no, yeah, they oh no, okay, yeah, they did. They roughed a heart. Okay. So that's their downfall there. And then here, what was their auction? So we just went a tasty one club, three no. Here is the insanity that ensued if you bid a diamond. So when a club, a diamond, a heart on their left, two clubs with their eight card club suit. I love that. I think it's probably a three club bid for their purposes at least, but okay, two clubs, three hearts. Love that bid by East, just making a preemptive, throwing a wrench in the equation here. Double by South is interesting. It's catering to 3 no trump. I think that's a pretty good bid by the robot. Like, hey, I don't want to bypass 3 no trump. That's what that should be if you have a heart stopper, clip off 3 no. And North's like, yeah, but I have eight clubs, but they still only bid four clubs. And so they get a little battle here, and they finally get to the right spot. However, we were we were not much better, and let me show you why. Let's get back to my table. Let me show you the double dummy. If they just continue hearts, I think we're making just three, right? That's the best we can do, and I guess that's because the diamond finesse is just on or dropping doubleton, so we're going to take a bunch of those tricks. So here, very lucky for the queen of diamond switch. We'll take it. Take it. The robots, we're running good this week. 2-0. So the worst we could do is tie with the robots this week, but we have two more challenges. Thanks for joining me for these, and I hope you learned a lot and you learned how not to play 1 no trump on board number one. All right. Take care, folks. I'll see you in the next one.